Hey Kings and Dragons, Dragon King 551, and we are back with Michigan breakdown videos. Obviously, this is week 3 of the Michigan Wolverines football season. Now, I've had some problems, and I'm a little under the weather, pardon me and my voice. Uh, if you guys saw my YouTube short, I talked about how this was the game plan against Oklahoma. It didn't work the way we wanted it to, and ultimately, you just can't do that against a team whose defense is really lethal and everything else. So, with that being said, let me paraphrase this and talk about it once more. So, the Michigan coach on the Wolverines, offensive game plan for Bryce Underwood, we thought Oklahoma, we would take the air out of the ball because they're an air rated offense, meaning running the ball and keep them off the field, keep it away from their quarterback. Um, we're not taking the air out of the ball ever again, not with this guy. You can't do it with Bryce Underwood. It's just not sound. Now we did throw an interception in the Central Michigan game, and this is what I'm talking about. Now I understand our identity is running the ball, not with him. Mix it up. It's not ideal to do that. And I'm going to go into a guy that was there in 21 to 23 and explaining how when we played Nebraska in 23, it was kind of the same type aspect, and that's this upcoming game. So, um, he's a young kid. Let him make mistakes, throw picks, and learn from it and everything. And, regardless, our game plan needs to revolve around Bryce. That will open up the run game and vice versa. Um, Easy to say that versus Central Michigan, but will it speak volumes when they play a real strong opponent again, when they have to go on the road, play Nebraska or one of these other strong opponents in the Big Ten and everything, and then have to play Ohio State the last game of the season? Um, and losing early is not that bad. Losing early to Oklahoma is not that bad because if you lose late, you're potentially bad and stuff. But I'd rather lose early. Now I hate to keep using JJ McCarthy, but as an example, um, last time they were in Nebraska, we mixed it up with JJ, using his legs, rolling out of the pocket, throwing downfield, and everything to that incredible catch by Roman Wilson, also ran the ball down their throat. Even though our identity is run the ball, Nebraska is weak in the run game. They expect it. So take your shot. Take your shot downfield, but also run with Bryce. Mix it up. No true identity. Be a little of both, like in those years of 21 to 23. In the year 21, we were mostly running the ball. By year of 22 and 23, we were both running and passing. So that's what they need to do here is mix it up. Let Bryce run, let him roll out of the pocket like JJ does. Let him do his thing. And ultimately, that's what they need to do against Nebraska. That's what they need to do, period. Let's go into the highlights. Let's go into Bryce's legacy game and let's talk about the stat line. Because the stats were just incredible. I do not understand how this man was incredible, but there were like 7 or 8 different players scoring touchdowns. So we'll go into the stats. Let's go with the Central Michigan guys first. Obviously, he got 3 sacks on him, not very useful. And then we'll go down all the way down. Or you know what? Actually, there's not really much to talk about because he got a field goal. Let's go over to the Michigan side. Bryce Underwood was 16 for 25, one TD, one interception, 0 sacks, 235. So he's improving. His completion percentage inside the pocket is obviously better, between 60 to 65%. Outside the pocket, he's 40%. So we'll see where that improves. Then the man decided to pull a Lamar Jackson out of his hat, or decided to just go there because the last time that a player ran for that many yards was in 2013. Bryce Underwood has 114 yards on the ground and 2 touchdowns. Then you got Haynes, who has 104 yards and 1 touchdown. You got Marshall, who's got 2 touchdowns with 52 yards. You got Parker with a touchdown. You got Kunzel with a Kunzel. I don't know how to pronounce that. I apologize. With a touchdown. Then you got Marsh with a touchdown, and they're all rushing touchdowns. So that's one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight different players on the rushing side. And then, you got like Bryce with the throwing one as well. And I forget who was the throwing touchdown to. I think it was Samaj Morgan. And then Samaj Morgan was like your other player that got it. So there was like eight or nine players scoring touchdowns in this game. Granted, that was like moving the ball around and showing love. So then you see the wide receiver stuff. Morgan was the guy, though, with 69 yards, but everyone was catching it. Marsh got a 30-yard, Haynes got 16. Our tight ends came back in. Hanson got 43, and then McCulley got 36. So, you just got to take what you can get and let our players do things. Now, there were some incredible grabs in the game and everything, and we'll see that. Now, I don't understand why they use green and blue here. That's just the way that Bleacher Report does it. Anyway, the possession of time. Michigan was on the field longer. See, with JJ, you were always on the field longer and stuff. And I hate to use 24 as an example, but if we had a quarterback like that or Bryce was there, we would have been on the field longer, which would have potentially sustained drives longer, and we wouldn't have lost 5 games. Maybe would have only lost 2 and been in the playoff. The total yards. 616 passing yards, 235 rushing yards, 381 domination, first downs, 35 versus 8 penalties, 1 versus 4. So we had a couple of penalties, 1 turnover versus 2, 3 sacks allowed, 0 for us. Total plays 80. All right. Now we'll go over here for this. Obviously, I'm not going to go into it. 616 again, 235, 381 yards per play, 7.7, only 2.6. First downs, 35, 8. Third down efficiency, 8 for 11, 6 for 15. Fourth down efficiency, 1 for 2, 0 for 2. Total plays, 80. 6 punts. Penalties, 4. One fumble loss, 0 for us, 1 interception thrown. So they had 2 turnovers and time of possession 33 minutes. Now, I don't know if more is necessarily the problem because Chip Lindsey was just playing really well, and I don't know if he was necessarily the problem in that Oklahoma game, or it was just the game. The game plan was just all wrong, and they were butting heads, the offensive coordinator and Coach Moore. And I don't know if it was something like along the lines of that. I'm not sure. Let's go into the highlights, though, uh, and everything else. I think Michigan moved up only 2 spots in the rankings. Bryce Underwood back to throw, fires over the middle. He's got a man. Oh man, that was the interception. It was a little bit overthrown there, and I think that's Goodwin there who just didn't have it. Gives a fake. Underwood looking, fires, and gives it to McCulley. McCulley's got the ball. We'll see if I use any highlight and pressure explanations, but you can see the offense moving. Underwood back to throw. He looks, he's going to run with it. He's got a lane. He says, "Get out of my way! I'm going to stiff arm you. Get the fuck on the ground, bitch!" Woo! Oh, man. Underwood giving it to old reliable. Haynes goes right in. Touchdown, Michigan. That's your first. Crown the helmet on Haynes. Because he's been domination and stuff. He's had 100+ yards in 3 games already. So he's just a man. He's a beast. Haynes looking, goes right in. There's not really much to say about that. That's just good protection. Back to throw. Looks up. Boom! Big hit by Barham. So I'm going to go back on this play. Because the thing here with this one is not this one. Hang on. The thing here with this one is let's use white for them. Okay. So you got one here in the box. You got here, here, and all of these guys, right? This guy right here, number 44, should be blocking him. He doesn't really block him well and everything, right? And in the box, you got 1, 2, and 3 and potentially 4 right here, right? Those are your 4 guys inside the box. You got back, back, back over here for corners and blitzes and everything else. And then you got your edge rushers here and here. What happens is that he's not going to get there and he gets outside leverage. Then the running back is supposed to also block. He doesn't, and boom, just a hit right there on him, and it's perfect because you're not going to see that block shed. Look, doesn't even block, and he's unprotected and stuff. Number 48 should have been blocking, and he didn't. And Barham just knocks him on the ground and says, I'm going to sack your ass. And again, here comes Barham. Oh, man, not able to block. That was a better block. Here comes Hill. Boom! Big hit! Oh, man, our safety and Hill are coming. Also, Rod Moore is going to play next week, I think, against Nebraska. Underwood fires. Oh, what a catch by Morgan. See, being small sometimes helps because it keeps your body control better and everything else. But I think he's like 5'11", so he's not that short. Beautiful by Underwood. Underwood back to throw. In trouble. Looks, fires. Morgan's got it. Touchdown. And the announcers were saying you got to let the Ferrari or Corvette or whatever let them play or and everything. You know, they all got that motor in them. And Morgan's just going to go out there and it's just going to be a good play and you know, thread the needle a little bit and beautiful play there. Underwood gives it off. No, he's got a lane. He's going to run it himself. He's got a big lane. There he goes. Boom! Trucks a man and everything. Man, 6'4" and 240, I think. That's tough. Here comes the kick. And it's no good. We are having trouble with kicking. Whew! Zavada, you got to change your kicking. He's like, all right, all right. Here we go again. So Barheim is up. And again, there's no blocking. Sack time! Sit the fuck down again! Let's go back on that play. Okay? That's another one that is just blown up here. So, you got one in the backfield here. You also got the running back. It's going to be play action. Most people will say it's not when you're under an I formation, but it is. Now you got two receivers out wide here and stuff, right? Now for Michigan, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys on the line, right? You got all of your three linebackers back. You got your corner here, and you got your safety back, right? The thing here is that these three guys are going to go forward. 1, 2, 3. Now you got Stewart here. Oh wait, no, that's not Stewart. I think it's Stewart. No, Moore. I'm sorry. I thought it was Stewart, for example. I'm sorry. Stewart's in the NFL. Moore. So he's going to try coming off this side. But Barham is not just a middle linebacker. He can play the edge really well. So he's 6'3". He's coming off the side here. And again, it's just an easy block shedding. And he comes in and just hits them. And then no one else comes over to help the quarterback. And you're just going to get drilled there all day. And no one's blocking. Look, see, no one even does it. They just miss the blocks and he gets tackled again. Nobody blocked. Number 59 missed his assignment and everyone's just like, yeah, there it is. Number eight or whoever was supposed to block and number 59 doesn't block and he's just there. Underwood gives it off to Marshall. No, he fakes. He gives it off. He fires to, who's that? Marsh, the freshman. Yes! Catch. Boom, baby. Underwood fakes. Looking. In trouble. Fires. Goes up high. What a catch. What a throw. Is that Hanson? Hanson making a play like that. Woo! You got to be an elevator sometimes. You got to go up. There's a little push off, but you're going to go away with it. Everyone's a little handsy with it. Underwood going to take it off himself. He says, excuse me, pardon me, I'm running to the end zone. Touchdown. Just good blocking there and everything else. And another touchdown for Underwood as he runs it into the end zone. He can run and he can pass. That man is stellar. And he just comes out of there. Big hole. And then, who's it? Brandon? I forget what number 44 to the fullback, but he's able to get it there. Now here comes a running play. Oh, man. Oh, boom. Big head not going anywhere. Oh, man. Who was that? Number 6? Is that, Hillman, I think, or something. I can't tell who that was, but yeah, that was Hillman. Hillman with a nice hit there. Now we go back to Bryce Underwood. Here's an end around trick play that now is going to work. Is that Marsh? Marsh has got a lane. Marsh is going to score. Touchdown. And that's the first of many for the young kid. Touchdown end around. Nice, nice running play there. And this is where, like, the passing was still in effect. We only scored one passing yard. But, good block there. And, I mean, just good blocking. And, couldn't get him on the ground. Sometimes you go for his legs and he just breaks out of it. Back to throw. Here comes a hit. Oh, yeah. And Hill comes off the side. Now, let me go back on that one. I don't know. Let me see. Uh, See, this is one where you're talking. Hill is right here. Okay? That's the only guy I want to highlight right now, okay? Um, This is your receiver right here, right? Hill is going to come down and he's just going to come past this guy. And he's just, you know what? No one is going to feel that. You know why? Because everyone else, he's focused up here to try to block one of him and get a double team. You got him trying to block him going over here, one of them going over here, one of them going here, two of them looking over here at him, and then you got your other receivers where your middle linebackers are going to have to do whatever, and they're going to come, one of them's going to have to come down, one of the other one's going to go there, or this guy's coming up, and those are your guys that are going to have to guard, right? But no one is watching the corner, and the corner just drops down and he comes off it. The coming across motion, right? And no one is blocking him, and he just comes down for the sack. And Hill is just playing great game. Good play. Underwood fakes it. Underwood looking, fires downfield, and it's intercepted. That was a terrible throw. His feet were not set on that one. And he tried firing it and he overthrew. That's just a bad play. Like his feet are not set. He feels the pressure, and that's just a bad throw. And he was trying to do too much on that one. But that's what I'm saying. Learn from it. Learn from it. Man, this guy is pretty good. Whew, running quarterbacks. But it's going to be 28-3, and then that was it for them. They never scored again, and Michigan just kept dominating. This is the kick right here. It's good, and that's about it for the team. Underwood snaps the ball. He looks. He fires. He gives it off to Goodwin. Goodwin's got it. He's trying to reach. He could have got there, but he didn't want to risk it, so he'll take it at the 2. Marshall's in the game. Marshall's going to score, and there's his. I think that's his first touchdown of the season. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's his first. So there it is. Marshall's first touchdown of the season. Underwood gonna give it off. No, he fakes it. Underwood running it himself, and he's gonna get out of bounds and get about, I think, like 10 or something. He's at the 50. But beautiful play calls, and I'm loving it. Underwood gives it off to Marshall. Marshall dancing. I'm sorry, Marshall dancing, and he gets it outside and gets a touchdown. Sorry, Bancing. What the hell is Bancing? I meant dancing. And he dances outside. Boom. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Jump cut. Right back. I'm going to bounce outside and score a touchdown. Thank you very much. Underwood hands it off. He gives it off to Haynes. Haynes has got a burst of speed. He breaks off a tackle. He breaks off another tackle. Oh, man. This man is tough. It is hard to bring down a guy like him. Who is that, though? No, gives it off. Underwood in trouble. Sidesteps. He comes back the other way. Oh, man. Excuse me. Pardon me. I'm going to juke it again. A touchdown. See, this is the 4th and 1. Let's go back on this. Okay? So, this is the play right here, right? He's going to go for the play action. There's not really a lot to talk about, right? Everyone is loading the box. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you got 6, 7, 8 guys, right? Those are your guys right there. Now, for the Michigan side, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? And then you got Underwood and you got your receiver up here and your running back. So Underwood comes out, he comes back this way, says, "Nope, I'm coming back this way, and then I'm going to run upfield." And he does that really well. So the play here happens, right? And you see him, he's going to stop. He's running, he's running. Oh, shit. And then he sees, he's like, "Oh, crap." But he stops in the ground. He's like, "Right here, there's a guy. He's going to get me." Nope, psych. I'm coming back this way. I'm coming upfield. Defenders are going to come down, and I'm just going to juke them all the way to the end zone. What a play. Oh, excuse me, change direction. He can do that. And now everyone's coming. Oh, excuse me, pardon me. A stutter step into the end zone. Touchdown, Underwood. What a play. I love that one. That's probably one of my favorite ones of the game. Stops, changes direction, in trouble, puts the ball in his dominant hand of securing it, and scores the touchdown. And Underwood likes that one. And I like it too, because it was a really good play there. Back to throw. Looking. Fires. Intercepted by the freshman. What a play there. I think he just jumps the route, though. I think there's nothing like special there. He just kind of yeah, he like kind of on him, but I mean, you're allowed to lean your hand, and he just kind of that's a difficult one though, because he just kind of bounces it back outside, and he has to grab it. Now they're giving it off to the guy. Excuse me, pardon me, Surges can't get it at the one, and then he's gonna score right again and score, making it 56, right? 56. Touchdown, and he'll make it 55, 56, 3, and then we'll see the final score. He's looking, he's running, and boom, big hit, fumble! And Michigan gets it. Michigan ball. Whew. Man, I mean, he just loses it. I mean, and everything else. And, you just got to have that discipline. And Davis is going to hand it off to our last running back, and he's going to bulldoze right into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. I really want to see Davis throw, though, because he's the backup for Underwood if Underwood goes down. So we need Davis to be ready. And that's going to be the knee. That's going to be the game. The Michigan Wolverines win 63-3, dropping a 60 piece on their friends, the Central Michigan University. I was gonna say Wolverine, Central Michigan, and everything. And then there was a joke apparently where we're gonna be on both sidelines and stuff. But I'm over that. I'm done with that. Everyone's got to move forward, and this song and dance has got to be put to bed. But that's all I got for you guys. So until next time, don't forget to stay radical. I'll see you in the next one. Hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and let me know your thoughts on this game. And do you guys think that we're gonna be decisive, deceptive, and everything else? In the Nebraska game. Hopefully, I think we're going to be deceptive at 3:30, and we're just going to find a way to trick them, not run it all the time, have some throws, and we're going to see if the Michigan Wolverines can dominate, dominate, dominate. But that's all I got for you guys. I'll see you in the next one.